Thank you. Over 800,000 years, global warming and cooling events were not instigated by carbon dioxide, but by Earth's angle and proximity to the Sun. My local climate action group have conceded that historically CO2 was not a trigger for warming events. A rise in temperature leads to a rise in carbon dioxide. However, the repetitive narrative still claims that the resulting and now man-made CO2 miraculously became the key driver of global warming. I have challenged them, and I challenge you, to produce one single, robust scientific study to prove this theory. Claims of consensus are not proof, but fear-mongering and repetition are well-proven techniques of propaganda and mass manipulation. You seconded a motion on the 28th of the 3rd, 2019, for Stockport Council to unilaterally declare an undefined climate emergency, and have used this to launch a war on carbon dioxide. It is also a war on small business owners and working people of Stockport, as it lays the foundations for to levy fines on people for simply using their work vans and cars on the road and gas boilers to heat their homes. The public are now beginning to realise that the war on carbon dioxide is an attack on their freedoms and travel rights. When they see 15-minute cities and their restricted travel zones locally, I will not be a lone voice in this gallery demanding answers from the councils who allow this to happen. Bearing in mind your legal obligations of public accountability and objectivity under the New Principles, why did you refuse a public debate on these matters? And what specific counter-evidence was shown to councillors in March 2019 from the plethora of dissenting experts, data and proven science? Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Martin.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. I do want to refer this question to my colleague, the Cabinet Portfolio Holder for Climate Change and Environment, because he will be able to make a much more detailed response. But as the question is addressed to me, can I just say, and I know this is not the first time that this question has been put to us in similar ways, that my recollection is what we've been asked to do previously was effectively provide a public platform through the council's offices for a debate and give a platform for climate change deniers. And I'm not prepared to do that. As long as I'm leader of the council, that will not happen. I will not see public money spent providing a platform for climate change deniers. There are so many aspects of the question that are frankly completely untrue in relation to Stockport. We have no 15-minute city plans. I noticed this was a claim made at the Conservative Party conference over the last couple of days, and in fact I saw on Newsnight last night they were challenged to name a single one, and the Conservative Party spokesman could not do so. I know of no such plans, and there are certainly none here in Stockport. But Mr Mayor, the gist of all this is not so much a debate of ideas and evidence and being prepared to consider other people's point of view. I'm all for that as a Democrat, but what was behind the first question, I think is behind this, is the council providing a public platform for climate change deniers, and that I steadfastly will not agree to do. Thank you, Mr Mayor.
You need to have a debate. You can't play the man, you've got to play the ball.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, what's with the labels?
That concludes the public question. If you keep on, I'll have to ask you to leave. I'm going to have to ask you to leave if you keep shouting out. Do you want to speak, Councillor?
If I may, Mr Mayor, with your indulgence. Mr Hatton, thank you for your question. I do reject, however, the conspiracy-based inaccurate content within it. I do believe climate change is an existential threat to our residents, and thankfully I believe this entire chamber of councillors is more likely to agree with me than you on this issue, I'm very proud of the work that we're doing here at Stockport Council. We have debated climate change on many occasions across this council over the years, with members free to bring their knowledge to the debate. I wouldn't legitimise someone claiming the earth is flat in the same way I won't when climate conspiracy theories are banded around as truths. Mr Mayor, while I expect that this line of questioning will continue at future meetings, I can assure Mr Hatton that I will continue to give the same response from me, and indeed I would expect it from almost any councillor in this chamber. Thank you, Mr Mayor.
Thank you. That concludes public question time. Item 2.2, petitions and presentations. Do any councillors or members of the public wish to